Anthony Ferraro, Dan Mancina. Two blind guys collide to bring you Four Bad Eyes Podcast.
Whoa, I dropped my phone, and I don't think I'll ever find it.
Whoa!
I'll probably never find that sucker.
Cane down, Cane Brown.
Cane down, Jane Hound.
Phone's out, Fanny.
Fanny pack.
My Fanny's out, my phone's gone.
My Fanny's packed. For Italy.
My Fanny's packed right now. My room is packed. Behind me is an empty wall. It used to be a bunch of skateboards.
Woo! Clean
We're
wall.
moving, baby. We're moving on up.
Moving on
to the
up.
east side. We're moving on up.
Moving on up.
To the east side.
East side of town.
Actually, we're going, where we going? We're going west.
Sound a little scratchy.
Oh, bachelor party this weekend. I was sick for the first 2 days.
Oh, you got it? Did it feel like
I was sick before I even got there. I was miserable for the first day and a half.
Like beat up? Like your body felt like it was beat up?
A head cold, just clogged and head. And
no
just
body
felt miserable.
pains?
No body pains.
All right,
Not
you're
full-on
lucky.
flu, just head cold.
Yeah, I had the flu, daddy. I flew.
But I haven't been sick I had corona twice. It wasn't as bad as this.
Yeah, well, one flew over the cuckoo's nest, and it was.
Yep.
Dude. Yeah, I'm getting packed for. I got to pack for Italy when in Rome.
Italy. When do you leave tomorrow?
Italy. Yeah, tomorrow. I leave tomorrow.
When are you back?
I get back the 9th. 10th.
Wait, we had to record 2 episodes today?
2 apps. We're gonna have to do one post dinner if you can. We don't have to, but it would be good.
Yeah, we got to.
I won't be gone for 2 Sundays, but Kelly is leaving this Sunday we get back. She has to go to Utah. And I think I might be going with her.
To family?
No, work.
Oh, work. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can knock
but speaking of, I gotta get packed. Gotta just booked a cooking class. Pretty excited about this. I've never done one.
That'd be cool.
TripAdvisor hooked it up. They reached out and asked if we want to do anything, and we did this. We signed up for a private cooking class in Rome, where they take you to the market and you get all your stuff, and then you go to their house and cook in their kitchen, and they teach you all about family secrets or recipes, and then all about the different regions of Italy and everything. It's pretty cool. It's like a 5-hour thing.
Little tease for future ep there. That'll be good. That'll be dope.
I'm gonna be chef.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing about those adventures.
Chef Blind.
When you get back, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I'm over to the motherland.
But yeah, so just got back from the skate park, dude. You know what I love about skateboarding?
The women, the girls.
No, I didn't even. Speaking of girls, I spoke today to so it was 3 groups: kindergarten through 2nd grade, 3rd through 5th, and 6th through 8th. I thought half the guys that asked questions were girls.
Yeah, they know.
It's hard, dude. It's no idea. I
got no testosterone.
I could have sworn. I can't believe I sounded like that in 8th grade.
That's really funny, isn't it? That's
it's
hilarious.
So crazy, dude.
Everyone sounds like a little girl.
You think you're on top of the world, like an adult in 8th grade. I remember.
Right.
No, I remember. I was I knew everything. I was grown.
Well, you think you're that. Well,
because you're the big dog in school.
When you get to the top of the food chain in elementary school,
exactly,
you're like the top dog, and then you go to middle school, and you're at the bottom of the rung again, and then you get to 8th grade, you're like top of the rung again, and you think you're top dog.
Then you go to high school,
and then you got to restart in high school. It's an endless cycle in life. And you go to college, the same thing, and you go in the workforce, you got to climb the corporate ladder. And what if it's going to be like that when we have to go to the other side, dude? You're starting the bottom.
Yeah, dude, back off your mic a tiny bit.
I can't even hear me, dude.
Now you sound good.
That's what I got.
That sounds a lot better. That sounds a lot better. Okay. Cool.
I was up on.
Yeah, you were up on it, and it was distorting, when someone's
my volume.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Sorry. Well, last week we had some good.
Yeah, right about
best
there.
audio yet for Zoom.
Yeah, they sounded better, right? Did you notice that?
Yeah, mine was my actual audio.
Yes.
It wasn't the Zoom audio.
It sounded much better.
Which it's still echoey in this crappy room, but
yeah. Well, we'll fix that when you get your new spot.
Yeah, the new spot. I already got there's a walk-in closet I'm gonna use as the studio.
Oh, perfect. Dude, that is a doozy.
Still waiting to get the appraisal went through. Now we're waiting for underwriting, so we're still waiting. So crossing my fingers still on the new pad, but
buying a house, it's gotta be stressful, dude.
We're packing everything up right now.
See, I always heard about
boxes upon boxes. It's a mayhem, dude. I got everything. I'm tripping over a freaking box of underwear every 30 seconds.
My wife's purse.
There's boots and shoes hanging from the walls. There's all the pictures are down. It looks like a abandoned house. Half the house does, and
doesn't look any different to you.
The living room's complete. I have nothing in my living room. Completely open. No chairs are against the wall. No tables or anything. And right now there is one walking path. Looks like a hoarder's house.
Oh God, that's
all
the
boxes are just stacked
anxiety.
in the living room, and it's a fun way to live.
That's worse than a coffee table. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Jeez. I heard about people when I was younger, like saying, "Oh, moving so freaking stressful, so stressful." But I never understood it because I helped Kelly like move out of maybe 2 apartments. And that was apartments. You know what I mean? So now I'm realizing, like, dude, it's the house. Like, that is stressful moving. It's everything you've ever owned in your life.
Mm-hmm. I'm throwing crap away. Yeah, dude. I'm finding old picture frames of ex-wives and just getting rid of everything.
Dude, you know what I realized that I do? It's a real problem. I'll put something in a spot and then completely forget I even own it. And, like, years later, I'm pulling out all this shit, Jerry, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Why? Like, I didn't even know I had half these things, and then you're sparked. You're like, oh, I love this thing. Like, I'm gonna use this, and then it all happens again.
Even though you were completely fine without it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you have it again. Like, oh, I love this thing. No, I don't.
But there are some things that you know are there, and if someone were to throw it away, you would be devastated.
Oh yeah,
that happened to my dad.
Well, Heather was going through it, and she's like, we came across, like, it was an old skate duffel bag where her mom's like, just throw it away. He won't even know it's gone. I'm like, that's my favorite duffel bag.
Yes!
If you would have thrown that away, I would have divorced you. It's like, no.
No, I'm the same way. You hold on to things, even if you don't use it anymore.
I love stuff.
I got like a duffel bag that was my brother's. Like, I just got all this weird shit.
And I never, had a lot of money, so I don't like throwing things away.
And clothes, too.
I always think I'm going to use something again.
And clothes hold so much, like, I don't know about you, but, like, some clothes hold so much memory to me. About, like, oh, I remember I did, like, this and this. Or, like, something like that.
Yeah,
like,
some clothes are like that. Yeah. I have, like, the outfit I was wearing when my son was born.
That's really?
The only thing, but I've been,
what were you wearing?
So many...
Bones tee?
No, it was just a shirt. It was, what did it say on it? It's some kind of flag, Austrian flag or something weird. Just like a random shirt I had on.
Yeah.
And some jeans. Because we weren't expecting for him to be born at that time. We had to rush him to the hospital, but
oh, wow.
So I was wearing just some random thing.
Was he born early?
Yeah, 2 weeks early.
Oh, wow. Was there any complications
low amniotic fluid, so we had to get in there and C-section it up, dude.
Oh, really?
Go under the old knife.
Ooh. So there was complications then? A little bit? Was there any complications with the birth?
I mean, that's it.
Other than that,
yeah, no. It was all good. Little guy had to come out. But I got rushed right into that though. That was intense. I was like, what? Like, we went for a checkup, the 2-week prior checkup, and the doc's like, oh yeah, you got to come in later, and we're gonna induce you. We're like, wait, what? Huh? We're not ready for this.
Yeah, we were not. We had 2 more weeks.
It's funny. We were kind of freaking out, and he's like, normally the parents are happy. We're just like, whoa, we were just so young. We were not. Yeah. That's gonna happen today.
Yeah, you mean today?
Yeah, so we had to go home and pack and come back.
You're like, I gotta get my action figures.
But it was kind of good because then I told my mom, she flew out, so she was there.
Oh wow, she made
The
it.
next morning, and by the time she was inducing, she was there and everything. So,
Wow.
and everything works out.
Yeah. But speaking of, this is why I brought up. You know why I love skateboarding? It's
For
because
the women, the wild women,
the wild women and the
road rash,
I love a good road rash. But
free gear.
nope. Listen, it's because when you go for a trick, you're like, it can be so far away. Like this trick could seem impossible, right? And you just keep freaking blindly going after this fucking trick over and over. And you, little by little, you start to notice these little things of like, okay, I should relax there, fix my positioning there. And you slowly, from what seemed physically impossible, like no way you were figuring that out, it slowly comes to you. And then you land it. And you get the big landing. And you roll away. And it's like, holy shit. How did this just happen? I did it.
The rush is over you, baby.
It's like, dude, today even I was
It's an accomplishment.
It's
patting yourself on the back. It's not knowing you could do it.
And just it becoming closer in reach each time. You know, and then when
you
it's
get
closer,
close, you almost land it, and then
you
have away.
And then you have a shitty one, and you're like, okay, that one didn't count. You know, like you keep going, you get closer, and it's just
funny. It also goes in. There's like these little windows where like you can land on it kind of 3 times in a row, or something like that.
Yes,
You're like it's clicking.
Yes,
for just a few times, and then that'll go away for like. It can be an hour, a half hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours of nothing. And then for some reason, there's like 2 or 3 attempts where it's like, oh my God, it's right there. It's coming. And then sometimes it doesn't happen. It's another 30 minutes. And then eventually
it's
we can only
so
hope
gratifying.
It just clicks.
Like, yes, there's those days that you have to walk away and you didn't get what you were trying. But dude,
my mother told me there'd be days like this.
I was trying to, there's this hip in the bowl, and the hip goes into the waterfall, right? So it goes down. You're landing in more of a down, like, transition.
It's a larger transition, yeah.
Yeah.
A deeper, it goes deeper,
yeah, it
shallower
goes
to deeper.
Yes. So I'm olling not too high on the hip, but I'm not good at that. I can't really, I'm trying to get my front side ollies, like, better.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude,
so you're going from like what, like 5 foot to 8 foot or something?
I'd say about 4.5 to like 7, maybe 7.5. And it like, dude, when I first started trying, my board was like 10 feet away from me. And then it was doing then my board was just like doing these spins and it not staying under me. And then my front foot was staying on, my back foot wasn't doing it. And then I'm like, all right, you know what, just relax a little. And like kept going. I was like, dude, and I've tried this before, like other days, but today you just, you know, when you get in that mindset of like, I'm going to land this today.
Yeah.
And dude, when I landed it, it took maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And then I just kept landing it. Like I just kept rolling away. It started making sense. And it was so, like when I first did, I was like, even my buddies were like, I don't even know what to tell you, dude. Like, I don't know how to help you on that. Because it was so off, you know? And then it just slowly started getting closer. And it was the most satisfying.
Yeah, the air on the hips like that, the board just kind of sticks to your feet when you get it.
Yes, when you relax.
It almost doesn't feel like you're really owling. You're like
floating.
Scooping the board with you, and it just comes along with you.
Exactly. And I was, at first, I think what I try to do is, I try to do things too hard a lot. Like, I'll try to go all out or like big, you know?
Force it or something?
Yeah, and I'll like try and like force a big ollie or something. And then when I realize it's like golf, dude, when you relax a little and don't try to force the swing necessarily, it's like that's when the stuff comes.
Yeah.
It was really
cool.
just, it was one of those days.
Skateboarding, dude, that's good. Good sesh today, huh?
Yeah, went to 2 different parks. Had a good sesh, skated for like 4 or 5 hours. And it just felt good. I was getting my grinds back. I was getting my ledge stuff back. I was, just cruising, and it felt good.
We got no outdoor parks here. We got about over a foot of snow outside right now. It's full.
Woo!
Full winter.
Snow
Indoor
skate.
only now. It could be. I could be snow skating. Yeah.
Be making a snowman.
Could make a nice snowman out of the snow. Heavy Otter's loving it. Didn't want to come in. He was outside for hours today.
Oh, I bet he just sleeps.
Just laying in the snow, rolling in it. He comes in and his fur on his paws are like little snowballs, just matted in all of his fur.
Oh,
It's
man.
craziness.
He's probably. Does he get ice on him? Like, does his fur turn to ice?
It's ice, snow.
Yeah.
It's just like even on the top of his paws, like in between his toes, like all the snow gets built up in there, and it makes these like
man.
little clumps. It's like hilarious looking. Looks like a little yeti.
Yeti.
Love it.
Abominable.
He
Abominable.
is all about
Abominable?
it. Truly a abominable snowman.
Abominable.
He's made for it.
Is it abominable or abominable?
Abominable? I believe abominable.
Abdominal.
Abominable.
Oblique.
Abominable. Or
Obometer.
yeah.
I don't know.
Barack Obama.
Cut it. Clip it. What do you got for me? You went on a trip this week.
We're gonna say that for next ep.
All
This
right.
I still gotta
you said- yeah.
recap. I gotta recap my Florida adventure.
Let's hear it. Lay it on me, Jerry.
White cane travel, solo white cane travel, contest in Florida, St. Pete. Last episode we went through the airport.
I've been telling people about that airport thing.
Solo trip. So the trip continues. I land in Tampa, big airport. You gotta take 2 trains when you land. I hate the double train. Hate Tampa. People love it. I hate it. It's annoying.
Wait, 2 train.
There's 2 shuttles you gotta take when you land.
Oh, I hate the Tampa.
You gotta take
airport.
one shuttle to like the where it. So when there's like a shuttle that connects you to which terminal you're in, and then there's a shuttle that connects you to either ticketing or to like parking and all that
And then
stuff.
you have DeSantos greeting you every 20 feet.
That's it. But yeah, so land in Tampa. Where was I sitting?
Did you get
Was I- yeah,
assistance when you landed?
I got the Comfort Plus. Oh yeah, I had assistance. I'm
Okay.
not doing Tampa. I'm not doing that's not my sovereign soil.
I never heard that.
I got assistance, but of course,
Sour
last
and
one on the
soil.
plane, waiting for assistance. This ticked me off. Well, first, I like the pilot gave the right when we landed or before we were landing, he gave like a whole full spec rundown of the airplane and he's like, if you were curious, we got 2 twin GE fan powered engines, 35,000 pounds.
I love when they do that sometimes. I love when they get on
We're
there.
going about 150 takeoff. We're gonna go
And then
135.
sometimes they give you the random facts, like when you're in
They were
air.
great, dude. He said we burned. They fueled up 9 tons of fuel. We burned 4 tons of fuel. I was like, that's pretty crazy sounding.
It's 8,000
So that
pounds,
was cool.
Jerry.
Cool pilot.
Yeah.
Uneventful flight. Really nice. Chill. Get a couple snacks. Get my pistachios. Love my pistachios. But waiting for the services. Here we go, dude. Land. Last one off the plane. Literally waiting. Had one flight attendant go. I'm just waiting for services. They're on their way. It's like, yep, I'll double check for you. Didn't hear back. Everyone's off the plane, and she comes up to me and she goes, "Are you ready? Like, are you gonna get off?" I'm like, "Yeah." You said services were on their way. She's like, "Oh yeah. Sorry, hang on, let me check." So I was like, "God damn it, they forgot." That pissed me off. Whatever. Finally, services come. I got one guy. He takes me. Like I said, you got to go through both the shuttles. I get close to the. I got to get an Uber, which is kind of nerve wracking because you want the person to stay with you because when these Uber pool areas are huge. Sometimes you got to cross a street to like a separate island.
Oh yeah, no, they're confusing.
Ubers could be anywhere within like a freaking football field.
And there's
area.
100 cars in that cluster.
Yeah, it was. Luckily, it was really mellow outside. I got right on curbside. I asked him like, "This is the only pool. This is the only area for Uber." He said, "Yep." I'm like, "All right, I should be good. Thank you, man." He leaves. Uber's 3 minutes out, or I get a lift. Get the Delta miles with every dollar you spend with Lyft. Waiting and Lyft lately, this did not used to be the case. It'll tell you driver's 3 minutes out. A minute will pass, it'll still say 3 minutes. 2 minutes will pass, it'll say 3 minutes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And it'll say 2 minutes out. And
There's a comedian that
every
does a
minute
bit.
is like 3 minutes, and it's bull cocky, dude. It's stupid. I hate that. That drives me nuts. But I'm waiting. Finally it comes. I had to call him though on the app. It says contact driver. I had to call him. Hey, I'm outside. I'm blind. I'm freaking crippled.
Yeah,
my father's blind.
Waving half a thumb.
Can you help me out? Finds me. Pull up. So that was smooth. 25-minute ride. Pull up to the
IHG.
Where did I stay? Suites. Something.
Staybridge.
Staybridge Suites, St. Pete, Florida. Pop out of the lift. He made me put my bag in the trunk, which I hate doing because I feel like as soon as I get out of the car, they could just take it off with your bag.
I hate that anxiety. I get it every time. Every time.
Yeah, but it was chill, nice.
I usually leave my door open till I get my bag.
That's what I did. That's what I did. Just leave. So I mean, he could take off the door, just get closed, but still, it's something. Pull up into the lobby door. Lobby door's open. Air's going. It's warm out. I'm coming from Michigan, from winter to freaking 60 degrees. It's already feeling good. I'm dog tired though. I've been up since like 2:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. Brian picked me up at 6:30. I was up from 2 to 6. Didn't sleep on the plane.
Hate staying.
So
up
I'm a
plane.
little groggy, not feeling like doing much. But I have to find my desk. So I'm like, I think I remember. I stayed here last year with you guys. I said, I think I remember lobby being to the right or the desk.
Right.
To the right.
That's what I remember.
Sure enough, kind of go right. Bam, there it is. Check-in's pretty smooth. Card for incidentals.
And then you go around the
give
right.
Me my room. I'm in room, what was I, 218. And I said, can you get me somewhat close to the elevator? And she said, yes. They always tell me, yeah, you're close to the elevator.
They always yes you.
But
That's what I hate about the industry.
That's a relative term, close to the elevator. Because close to the elevator for a blind person means I'm within 2 doors.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I was not close to the elevator.
Were you like down the hall?
But I get off the elevator. I remember the elevators had to do a little L. There's like remember there's a little pantry where you kept getting ice creams from?
Yes. No, I remember. You go in, you make the right past the desk, and then you go straight, and there's a door on your left you got to pass, and then you go straight a little more, and then the elevator's right in front of you, a little to the left.
Little to the left.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The door
I
to the
see it in my head right now.
Yeah.
That was good. That was fucking
That was good.
Yeah.
Yes. Get in the elevators, and I remember floor 2. You remember the layout of the hallways?
That's what I'm trying to picture right now. I think it was like it was pretty standard. Like you get out the elevator and you got to go left or right depending what side of the thing you're on. Or no, it's only left because there's only one side.
No, there are left and right.
Okay, so you go left, I think, and then you make it's like a T.
Yep, it tees off. Yep.
And
so
then
left
that's
off
when you gotta
left off
out.
the elevator, and then you can go left or right to your rooms.
Yes.
And then those hallways, it's almost like an H.
Yeah, I hate the H.
So you get off the elevator, you can go left,
Hard
and then
H.
you can go left or right, or you can go right and you can go left or right. So I'm gambling on left, so I hang a left because I'm creature of habit. That's what we did last time. I hang a left and find my first door. It's some high number 2. It was an odd number, so I know it was on the wrong side of the hallway because I needed 218. So cross over to the other side.
Process of elimination.
I ended up finding it 3 doors down. Bam, get my room. Figure out my layout. So not too shabby. That's
pretty good.
I'm working my way through. It only took me like.
That sounds like a 10-minute ordeal.
Yeah, it was about under 10 minutes of finding the room. Got in, nice room, set up, got the little kitchen in there and everything. And I was deep, but I had to get up and go to the skate park or else it was not going down. It was now or never.
So here's where I get lost.
And
Here's where
there's
I
a
go.
long path that's attached to a huge park. There's a little elementary school or something, and the skate park.
Yes.
That's off, like, almost on the same grounds as the hotel.
And you can easily veer off to the right, though. It's weird. Like, you can
This
veer off
path has, like, all these different lefts and rights.
It's debauchery.
I couldn't figure it out last year. I never fully figured it out.
I think I kind of grasped it for us, and I was so confident.
I was taking your lead during the
first night I was so confident I got us lost. We were in the street. We were like crossing a street.
We ended up in some different industrial area.
Yeah, we ended up in the hood, dude. It was pretty sketchy where we were.
Which I realized that we were driving around. Oh, yeah, we drove through the hood a little bit, too. It gets sketchy in that zone.
Remember when someone yelled at Kelly for her driving or something?
Oh, yeah.
Get the fuck out of the road.
Yeah. You'll hear, go back to that episode. 1 year from ago, pretty much.
Yeah.
Sorry. Keep drinking. My throat is jacked up.
Yeah, you sound it.
I go, where am I at? Oh, yeah. But I FaceTime Kelly. And I'm like, oh, she remembers. I need someone who remembers this path. So I luckily get to FaceTime Kelly. I remember, though, this I was proud of. Left down of the room, all the way down in the hallway, go left, and that gets to the stairwell.
Oh, the stairwell. And then it spits you out, right? Yep. And then you just go right towards the...
Right on the path that leads you to the skate
just zip up.
Yep.
And what's crazy
so you go
is
down
if you
the stairs,
could see,
the main stair you go down.
You could
cross the street.
You could actually see the skate park though. If you could see the skate park from.
You can see it. Yeah,
so that's what really fucks us up.
Because the park is actually close. So the path. Remember, there's a little bridge.
Yes, I remember the bridge. You did.
You got to go over the bridge. It takes you way out of the way to go over the bridge. But really, the skate park's like, if you could do a straight shot, it would be close.
Yes.
But it makes you go over this route for the bridge.
And then it spits you out, and you're kind of at the park.
But I had to FaceTime Kelly to get that down. I go, decent session. I didn't meet up with Tia quite yet. But on the way back, I'm like, all right, I got this figured out. But there's the right before the hotel, you got to cross the street, and there's this little area where I just got all mixed up. I don't know where I was. Asked some dude. He ended up helping me, getting me to the hotel, bringing me back into the front of the hotel, which is not what I wanted, but got all mixed up. Couldn't figure it out.
You got lost.
I got lost.
But someone was there.
I had somebody there that time, and helped me out. And then,
do you feel relieved or do you feel defeated?
No, it was chill. I was like, all right, I'll figure it out tomorrow. I must have just did something funky. In my head, I still thought I had it figured out. But then I had to FaceTime Kelly again the next day because I got in the same zone. I got lost again. Coming back from the... I can get to the park.
Yes, to the park's a lot easier because you have a reference of sound, too. You hear the slaps.
Yeah, and there's... It's just this area right when you leave the hotel, you cross the street... And you kind of go just straight on the path, but there's in that zone you can veer left or you can veer right,
and
it's real,
or like
open.
Northeast or north. Like there's like 4 breakoffs.
Yeah,
it's weird.
You can go all over the place in that zone. So
going
there, you kind of just walk straight, and then I'm able to shoreline, skip the. There's a little table area, hang a right, and then shoreline left. That takes you right to the park.
Mm-hmm.
So I got lost again on the way back.
Again?
Now I'm kind of pissed. I'm like, God damn it. Are you kidding me? How am I doing this? So I had to FaceTime Kelly, and she gave me a good breakdown of what was going on and this little zone I had to go to. But now I've got it mapped, dude. Next year, I'm going to test my memory.
You have that map ingrained in your brain.
I think I got it down.
I confidently could get halfway to the park right now with my knowledge from last year.
Yeah.
I know that. And then I'm lost.
That's funny, but
it's funny how we create these maps like in your head, and then when you know it's a place you're going to return to as a blind person, you really like keep this map in kind of in like it's almost like your own.
Even places we don't return to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it could be a random restaurant. Like I'm never gonna come back here. Then you find yourself back there again. It's like, oh, I remember where the bathrooms are. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's almost like I I kind of relate it to like we have like an atlas in our freaking brains of all
It's
these
like instinctual to remember these little areas.
Yes, and like towns too. I have towns mapped in my head, like different things like that. Like it's crazy how much is actually packed in there. Like it's
Yeah.
It's wild.
The mind's pretty cool, man.
It's pretty strong.
So this is full INDEPENDENT weekend, dude. Fully independent weekend here. Heather's coming on. This is Wednesday.
Saturday?
Heather's not getting to Florida until Friday. Friday night at about midnight she gets in. So I'm 3 days of just INDEPENDENT.
Give me an eye.
So that night I ordered Uber Eats. I had to do it super budget because I'm broke as a joke right now. So I ordered like all this Mexican food. I just like looked for the best deal. I ordered a bunch of food. So I had dinner
and lunch
for the next 3 nights. Lunch I was gonna just I got breakfast in the morning and I just made it work and got stuff for lunch.
You ordered the dinner for 3 nights in one order?
Wednesday, Thursday, 2 nights. Oh, no, yeah, I did do 3 nights. I got dinner for Heather, too, when she got in because she was getting in late.
Did you order it every night, or did you only order it?
No, just the one time. It was just Mexican. I got like a couple burritos and then these 2 fajita plates.
Okay, burritos will hold well.
So I'm just like, I have food, and I'm not spending a bajillion dollars on delivery every single night. I did one delivery. I found like a buy one, get one deal at this spot. It was pretty decent. Never ended up going to our favorite Mexican spot, though. I forgot.
No, you didn't make it to the cantina?
I didn't make it to the cantina.
No, that makes me sad.
Yeah, maybe when we go to Zephyr in March.
Drive down.
That's far, actually. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
But, so I'm independent. So the next challenge here is the breakfast, because it's buffet style. We all know how blind buffets work. They don't work. Can't have. Oh, actually, no. I did not order food the first night. The first night when I checked in, she's like, "Hey, there's a dinner, cocktail social, Monday through Wednesday, and it's Wednesday night."
Don't tell me.
So I made my way down there Wednesday night. They had pizza, and I ended up getting help from a lady who just randomly helped me grab a couple slices. I ate a slice right there. Had some more. This other gentleman helped me who was like, "Oh, one of my best friends is blind. Let me help you out."
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was
it's
cool.
great when you get someone that's used to a blind person.
Yes.
You feel a lot more comfortable yourself.
Although he did he was doing the arm grab the whole time.
That's because his buddy probably lets.
His buddy does. Yeah. But
whatever.
So I had free dinner that night. So at this point, I'm spending $0. I'm hyped. So I only had to buy dinner for 2 nights the following night. But the big thing is the breakfast buffet. This is where I get a little anxiety thinking about how am I going to do this? When am I going to go down?
It's a great spread, though, so you can't miss it.
I can't, because the breakfast I remember is fire.
A lot of options.
It did not disappoint.
Yeah.
I wake up. I know where the front desk is. Go to the front desk. They are on it, dude. Best service I've ever had at a hotel in my life.
Oh, I agree. I remember them being so nice when we were there.
Dude, I had my girl, what was her name? Eileen, I think. She was the main girl. She was the head of the housekeeping. I had another girl, have my dude Eric sometimes help me out fixing the freaking machines out there. Dude, they helped me get to-go plates, packed it up for me, got full spread, bacon, eggs, potatoes to go, yogurt with fruit, with granola. I loaded up each and every morning, and it was just fire. Like the one time she walked me to my room, she had a bag for me holding all the stuff. It was phenomenal. Staybridge Suites, St. Pete.
I love a good service. And the thing is, when you're blind, you start to become friends with these people. You know what I mean? Because you start to I don't know, you just make friends with the right people, and then they look out for you the whole weekend. Because they're like, "Oh, you need anything, Dan? What's up?"
Yes.
And they always know to yell out to you when you're passing them or something. They always say hello, and then you just feel kind of safe. You know what I mean? It's like a safety.
I felt safe, and also jump ahead to night before we check out. A pipe burst and there was no hot water, so I had to take a cold shower. So they're dealing with people who are just pissed off, nonstop calling, right? The front desk. She's like running around with the chicken with her head cut off in the front desk and is pissed. But I'm just chilling there, cool as a cucumber.
Literally.
I don't mind because I have this relationship with them. We're like, oh no, it's all good.
Yes, and you start to actually, you start to actually not just see them
build a
for
little
like
community.
Yes,
man.
and you start to understand, like, dude, it's not their fault, and it gives you more perspective. You're like, actually, like, you don't shit on people. You know what I mean?
It's funny. I was sitting there with Heather, and I had ice. There's these little ice creams. Like I got one every freaking night.
Oh, they're so good.
I'm eating the ice cream cookie sandwich, waiting for the lady to. I was gonna put it on my room, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just standing there. She's on the phone, freaking dealing with people yelling at her, I'm sure. And I finish, and she turns to me. She goes, "Oh, I love you. You're the best." She's rubbing my back.
No,
like, I love him. He's the best. He's the best. Don't just take the ice cream. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
bam! Free ice cream, babe.
Free cream.
Got the free ice cream.
Free cream. That's a good one.
Oh, so that was nice.
What a good. See, and then you walk away feeling good. They walk away feeling good.
Epic week. Because Heather took her big certification test to become a board certified behavioral analyst.
How'd she do?
BCBA. Takes the test on Friday. She said, no matter whatever, I'm going to Florida, win or lose. I'm either going to go celebrate or I'm going to go sulk. I get the call late afternoon on Friday. She passes the test, baby. Nails it. That was the wrong one.
I know.
What was that?
Where is it?
She passed the test, baby. She nailed it, dude. First go. Woo! Which this is like there's a high fail rate in this. That's hard test to take. There we go, baby.
Yeah, Heather.
Woo! So get this. Here's the timeline.
I don't know when it stops. Hold on. Yeah, Heather. We're rooting for you, Heather.
Here's the timeline. Heather takes her test, gets certified on Friday.
And flies out.
Hang on. Work calls her, says, "Hey, do you want to take an interview for a job where she's been wanting to work in this different city on Wednesday?" Takes the interview on Wednesday, gets offered the job on Thursday. Under a week, she's certified, got the job, killing it in life. Amazing.
That's amazing. Dude,
she's hyped.
That is a week. That's a freaking, and I've seen her like she's working her ass off, studying all the time and shit.
It was epic. So I'm stoked for her. Been pushing her, and
I'm actually serious.
It really helped her confidence because she was not thinking she was gonna pass and all this stuff. So she's very happy.
Well, dude, that stuff's grueling. It's really the mental.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Oh man, so did you guys party your faces off?
No, I didn't. We went out for some beers and stuff like that. I didn't really rage it up. I was contest mode, so I had my contest on Saturday morning. So Friday, she just got in late. We just had dinner, made sweet love, and went to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna go tomorrow. We'll go out. Tomorrow we're going for dinner and stuff like that. I had the contest. Didn't skate so hot. I got second place. I got last place, actually. There's only two of us. So, depending how you look at it. So, I wasn't stoked on that. But, tried not to let it bum me out because I was just really just stoked for Heather.
Yeah, and you're just in the weather.
It was nice just being in I got to escape the winter.
Yeah, you're in the sun. Outside. It's good vibes, the good people around. Heather
went to the beach.
Heather's passed all her stuff. It's great.
Dip my feet in the ocean, cold water.
It's hard though to look at the positives when you're like wrapped up in competition mode.
Yeah,
because you're just like, did you bum or were you like able to brush it off?
It took me a little bit. I brushed it off. I'm still salty about it, but
yeah, I know.
It's whatever.
It's hard. It's tough with the way everything's.
Yeah, you want to start strong on the the contest there, but I hadn't really been skating a lot leading up. I've been working on this house. It's wintertime. I got blah blah blah, whatever. I need a park. I need a local park that's close, and I don't have one. But
Well, you're gonna build one.
I gotta build a park, dude. But where was I at? No, we were good. Yeah, I went to the beach. It was windy, so like you're sitting on the beach, and the sand is like whipping your face. You know what I mean?
Oh, you
have
found
that?
sand?
I feel like I was in
I
Saudi
hate when the
Arabia.
sand is ripping around.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
in
this
the
is
desert.
brutal.
You're like, hey, where's the water? And you're
But
like,
we were just sticking it out and just
it's
just
like freaking.
just laying there because it was still warm
It hurts.
compared to Michigan.
It
But
hurts. The wind sand.
it was nice. Then we walked the beach with the feet in the water, got a drink, and it was held hands, made out,
Made love.
did all that stuff. And that was pretty much it. That was Florida, though. That was my independent weekend, and
It's a good weekend.
no real hiccups, man. It was all good except for the guy grabbing my arm on the elevator there, which I talked about last episode.
Oh yeah.
And then I came home on Monday, and then Wednesday I left my bachelor party, which I'll get into. I went from sunny Florida to northern Michigan ice fishing, baby.
Oh man.
We'll get
Yeah, I
into that
can't wait
next
to hear about
though.
that. I got something for you. I went to the
What you got for me, dude?
I went to the bar last night. And listen, I haven't been to a bar like proper
Not
bar.
your vibe. Not your
No,
vibe.
not my vibe anymore. I used to get down at the bar when I was like lonely and just trying to be drunk and
Yeah.
talk to girls that I couldn't see there and hear. So it was just miserable. I hated bars. But I was at the bar. I went to go the guy that I trained CrossFit with, he's in a band, and he was they had a gig last night, and also another buddy I know who trains there has a band, and they were playing before them, and it was just like 2 45-minute sets. So I was like, I'll go support, right?
What kind of music is this?
It's heavier rock. It's not like it's not what I was like. It's not what my first choice.
So does that mean that you're in there and it's just loud and you can't hear?
Dude, let me get there. Let me paint this picture.
I'm already not wanting to go to the bar.
I know. And this is a big bar, so it's like it's 3 floors, I think, and there's all these different like sections.
This is Jersey Shore, baby.
There's all these different sections, and so there's like different bar areas. But the show's in the basement. So we get to the bar. I go with my buddy Connor. He's been on the pod before, surfer. Him and his girl. We park, get a good spot, walk to the bar, get there, realize I don't have my ID.
Oh,
I'm fucked,
no.
Jerry. I'm fucked. I can't. And the thing's about to start. It's only 2 45-minute sets. I'm like, I blew it. I dragged you guys here, and now I blew it. And so I'm standing there with the guy. I'm like, please just spank me, call me naughty. I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And turns out he's like, I've seen you before. You're good. Just don't get in any fights tonight. Like fucking around. So he lets you slide in. I love good when they recognize you and you get everything's okay. And then we get downstairs. Maneuver. There's all these little hallways and things to get through. Already getting the anxiety. Like it's getting louder each step. It's like there's people.
So you're following friends?
Yes, and I'm doing the hold on to the shoulder at this point because it's just.
I do you got a cha-cha on the bars.
Yes, the cha-cha. Yeah. You get behind and you hold both shoulders with the cane in the hand too. Yeah. And so I'm going.
Because you got to get behind them because it's tight zone.
Yes.
So you can't be side to side. You got to be.
Because you're constantly bumping people if you are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm a stronger build, so if I hit someone, sometimes they go flying.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, I can't.
How about this? When I go down an airplane our way,
I can't
and
not
I'm
hit someone.
cha-chaing, it does not matter how hard I try.
Nope.
To go straight.
Nope.
I am always bumping.
Always bumping.
You cannot go in a straight line, even when we're parked.
I hate it. That's why I get on the plane first and just sit in the
Hardest
seat.
way. Yeah.
And I don't even pee. I'll hold a pee for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. So I get down to the basement. There's a freaking cover fee, so I gotta pay the cover fee.
I hate a cover.
I hate a cover, and you gotta have the cash. Luckily, I had the cash, and it's they don't take any card for cover. So I get to this bar. It's a basement, so it's like pretty tight too. There's one bar down there, and there's like one bartender. There's all these people, all different types. You got the bikers with the patches on their jackets, Jerry. You got the girls that look like they'll beat you up. You got the fairies in dresses and everything. It's just like the whole spectrum. And I'm already like running into people I know, and they're trying to talk to me, and I don't know which way to look. I don't know if they're standing there still, if they walked away. I'm like doing the what and like the and like the just trying to, and immediately like going back into like 21-year-old anxiety, like don't know what I'm doing with my life. Why am I here? Like what's going on? Will I ever find love? All these things. And so we're waiting for the thing. The guy comes up, says, "What's up?" to me, my trainer, like realize I'm like not really engaging, because like, dude, I don't know how to engage in conversation at a bar because it's so loud. And you can't hear. You're doing the lean in with the ear, and then I'm not looking at them at all. I just have my ear to them, so they're just talking to my ear. And I realized that I'm not even engaged in the conversation. He just like, okay, I'll see you later, like, and like walks away, like, because there's nothing. And then I realized he was standing right next to the bar. I could have put my hand on the bar and been more comfortable, because I was standing there. I'm like, am I standing in the middle of people? Are people looking at me? What's going on here? I'm thinking all these things. Like, it's my dad crippled, and I
know these feelings. Yes.
Dude, it's crazy. And then I got to the point where I get the drink, right? I get the seltzer, and just to have the cup.
You want to hold something in the
You want a cup. You got to suck on a straw.
You want a fidget spinner.
Yes, you need a fidget spinner. So the straw, I'm swirling my straw. I'm sipping every 5 seconds. So then I asked my buddy, I finally get to the point where I'm like, dude, I forget what I'm supposed to do. Like, what am I doing? I feel like I just smoked pot for the first time, and I was like 17, and I like don't know what to do with my arms, and I'm like confused. Like, where do I put my hands? So I'm like, he's like, oh, you just stand there, you act like you're drinking your drink, and you rock back and forth, and you just give yes, and like, okay. And I was like, oh, all right, I can do this. And then like totally got in the mindset of like, just I'm here for it, fuck it, I'm like whatever. And then I start rocking out, the music starts, it's so loud, Jerry. It's like loud. Like I wish I had earplugs
in a basement.
I wish I had earplugs. And it was like blaring, the first band, like so loud, and it was a little off. Like I don't think they realized like the vocals wasn't loud enough, the mic wasn't loud enough, you hear the bass, and then you couldn't hear the guitar.
Nothing's worse than loud rock music, and the instruments are blaring, and the audio, you can't hear any lyrics.
Nothing. You couldn't hear the lyrics, and that bothers me because I want to hear what they're saying, because they're originals.
That's
too.
what I want to listen to.
I want to hear the art, and whatever, but I let it go. I slid, and these guys were supposed to be the lighter of the two bands. So I'm like, oh man, the next band's going to be so heavy. I'm not really going to like it, but I'm here for it because this is my dude. Yeah. And get through the first show. It was great. I'm Ewan after every song, drinking my drink, rocking, spinning, doing the loop-de-loop and pulling. And then the next band comes, I'm like, get a burger in between. And then I'm so anxious eating my burger because they're so loud. There's all this shit going on. I won't even put it down. I am housing this thing, using it as like an anxiety blanket.
Are you eating at the bar?
Yes, at the bar. And I'm like, oh, people are staring at me. I don't know what I'm doing. I got sauce on my hands. Everyone could probably see it. It's all over my face. I'm like, I'm a mess here. you know, and then you're starting to think
The only
that.
guy eating a burger at a rock show.
Yeah. and then the next band starts. I love it, dude. They were so
good.
It was so good. I was expecting like, you know, I was gonna have to leave early and give like an excuse and later on text. Dude, it was so tight. They had the sound perfect. It was all balanced. I'm not even a heavy rock guy, but I was in it. Like I was loving it, and the guys were on point. You had a low singer and a higher singer.
You're giving real yous out there,
dude. I'm giving you, and like I'm freaking, dude. I'm starting mosh pits with my cane. I'm hitting people with my cane. I'm elbowing my friend. I start
air guitaring with the cane.
Oh, dude, I was losing it. I was just going free willy, and it was kind of a release, you know? And I was like, halfway through the second set, I look over at my buddy. I'm sipping my drink and I'm rocking back and forth, and I'm hitting him, and I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right. Like, no one can even tell. I'm like a normal person. I was like, yeah. I was like, this is what the kids do. Meanwhile, it's all 40-year-olds. But it was great. It was so fun. A Sunday night. I felt alive, but I also felt like I realized my mind doesn't change for bars.
Yeah, I don't want to go. I don't want nothing to do with that.
There was one other time where my buddy, we were at my cousin's bachelor party, and it was in South Carolina in Charleston, and I'm with my one friend, and we're all in this bar. It's like a real shitty bar. It's so boring. We're like, what are we doing? And next door is like a raging club, like a small club bar, but it's just got the DJ blaring to the point where you hear it outside. There's, you know, the teeny boppers are screaming and all this stuff. And he's like, screw this, let's go in that bar. So we dip out and go in that bar. I felt so awkward at first because like he's like trying to dance and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't know how to dance. Like I do this weird rock with my hips, and I start like I start looking like serious on the spectrum.
Elaine Bennis
like,
out there, dude.
Yeah, no, this guy has obviously never seen a dance move in his life, and I just start jiving Jerry, and he's like just let go, and like just fucking like, who cares what people think, and like who cares if anyone's watching you. It was one of those like dance like no one's watching type thing.
Yeah,
and, dude, I let go and I did it, and I have never had so much fun. Me and him, they put me and him on the stage because we had the whole freaking bar going. Like
dancing is freeing.
Oh,
man.
it was so freeing, but you have to get past that.
You have to let go of all your inhibitions.
Oh, release your inhibitions. And it
doesn't matter.
You gotta let go of all ego, all
anxiety. Throw the inhibitions to the wind,
dude. You gotta just put your inhibitions. Put your hips out there and let them jive. And just, I was doing the freaking fist pumps. I didn't care. I was letting it all rock. It was so good.
And that's the thing. You can, even if you're a decent dancer, people can tell if you're not being free in the moment.
You're stiff.
You can be I'm a horrible dancer, but the times when I'm just having fun, completely having fun, that's when I ended up talking to girls or engaging with people.
Yes.
People are more attracted to that than they are to someone who might be able to dance halfway decent, but is not truly just being in the moment.
Because it's confidence. You are fully confident to let go.
Yes.
And you're
contagious.
You're secure with yourself. And that is, dude, like just thinking about it, I had never gotten so lost in the dance. Like I wasn't even dancing, you know, like I wasn't dancing with girls or anything. I had groups going. Like I had circles going. We were doing the break dancing in the middle. I do this funny thing where no one can hear it, but I'm doing these snaps with like the beat when I'm dancing. Like I do the snaps. I just can't help it.
Yeah, I haven't had a good dance in a while. I
sweat through my shirt. Like I was dripping sweat. It was so good. It was a release.
That's good, man.
You forget about anything, you know?
That's why a wedding is always dancing at a wedding is always
and
a
the
good
cane.
time,
The cane's a great dance prop.
Oh yeah.
They start a line. You could get people like you use it as like a thing. Like someone grabs the cane, you rope them in.
Yep. Can
Great.
trip people.
What's that?
Uh-oh, mom's calling.
Oh, she's not talking to me.
Speech on.
Oh.
5:35 p.m.
That's gold, man.
Dude,
That's
it was.
you did it though. You went out of your
yeah.
comfort zone.
I'll never
Went to the
forget that
bar.
night. Never forget it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to my wedding in June, dude, and cutting a mean rug.
Oh, I'm cutting the rug, dude.
Well, I got my buddy's wedding the weekend before.
Oh, warm up.
Back-to-back weekends.
Warm up.
Little warm up.
Dude, I'm gonna be doing the jitterbug.
Oh, it's gonna be good, dude. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, I never got to see dancing, so like I have no idea what it looks like.
Yeah, you just gotta let go. Gotta be free, Jerry.
Dude, if you could see how I was dancing, it was. Oh my gosh! It was.
We need to get a Patreon going and get you dancing. Dude.
Yes, Kelly, like she can't stop laughing even my like fake dance. It's just the dumbest thing. Like I look so goofy. Yeah. I get this dumb smile on my face.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. But yeah, that was great. And then just real quick, bring it back to dude. I was so nervous to speak to these kids today. I don't know why. It was just the young. I think it was the kindergarten.
Was this in person?
Yes, it was in person. I had to do 3 sessions. So the 3 sessions alone is like a lot, you know. And you got to kind of design each session a little differently because you have.
So these are the little kids. So you're going like maybe 10 minutes with each.
So no, the K through second, I did 15 minutes and then 15 Q&A. And the questions these kids were asking, dude, it was incredible. Like the vulnerability, the intelligence. Like if you could see, what would the first thing you would do be? Like, does it ever get you sad that you can't see? Like, they're just like real brave to ask certain questions, and like it was so pure, and they just kept ripping them out, like just these questions.
Kids say the darndest things.
They really do, and then 3rd through 5th, it was a little different. They asked a lot, and then 6th through 8th was good too. And 6th through 8th, like you can kind of cruise through, like talk to like adults and everything. But like the rest, it was like I was a little nervous. I never done K through 2nd, like
the little ones. It is true. I did one
like
a couple years ago, and I went in as a favor for a buddy, and it was I'm like, how would
you got to keep them
what
engaged.
can I say to these little guys?
Yeah, you got to keep them engaged. You got to keep them like responding to you and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That really helped. I'd be like, you guys with me? Or like, so what did we learn? Like 3 things type of thing, and things like that. So it was good. It was, I was losing sleep over it like last night. I was so nervous. I get like that because I think with everything I do, I'm like, I want to give people the value that they want, like they expect. And I always want to, like, whether it's training or doing a sport or speaking, I always want to perform like well. I always want to give the value to the people on the receiving end.
Did it though. Those little Groms, huh?
Those little Groms, dude, they are teachers, man. They really say like some profound stuff. It's wild. Like kids were asking, when you were in like experiencing like adversity in your life, how did you get through that?
Little kids,
dude. Like, and then saying like it sounds like you weren't given those things that you say, like training for the Olympics and doing all these other things. You worked for them. And I'm like, holy shit. You guys are I was like, wow. And then it was just really
they are. I mean, kids are way more in tune with what's going on.
They are a pure portal. Like they are just pure. Like they're not wrapped up in all these worries yet. Like these millions of things that we think about all day.
Yeah, they might not have a very in-depth adult understanding of certain things, but for the most part, they can grasp very big, emotions and
Concepts.
feelings and ideas and what's going on in the world and
absolutely. They
state
can
of
have an
things, yeah.
opinion on it too, which is wild.
Mhm.
Like a pure opinion, not skewed by anyone else.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, it's just amazing. All right.
I should actually grab this, but we're at time, right?
Yeah. Eyes and ears. Thank you.
Yes.
You can grab that. It's fine.
Eyes and ears. Thank you, Dan at 4badeyes.com. Email any
Anthony
questions.
at 4badeyes.com. And thank you for all
love
your
you.
support. We love you guys. I keep your eyes and ears out. And I'll be back from
pushing.
Roma.
Roma.
One love. Un amore.
5:40 p.m. One notification.
Bye, guys.
Keep pushing. And one love from 4 Bad Eyes.